Hey guys, welcome back to Jake's Home Workouts. Today I'm talking about workout tempo. Workout tempo is the speed at which you perform each exercise. So today I have my chart here. You can't really see it right now, but I'm going to zoom in a second and show you what all of this is. But basically, workout tempo consists of 4 phases. The first phase is the lowering phase, or the eccentric contraction phase. So in a push-up, that's when you lower yourself to the ground. The next phase is the first isometric phase, where if you choose to, you stop just before touching the ground in a push-up and hold it there. The third phase is the lifting phase, where you push off of the ground. And the fourth phase is the optional isometric phase, where you hold yourself with arms extended. So, as I mentioned before, the isometric parts are optional. You can either choose to make an exercise purely isometric by just doing a hold, or you can do purely isotonic by doing no holds, or you can mix the two together. Because different workout tempos yield different results, I want to talk to you about 3 different goals and what kind of tempos work for those goals. So first we're going to talk about a beginner who's just trying to learn the form, get some initial fat burning, muscle building, just get the process going. So the first one is a beginner. The second one is someone whose goal is hypertrophy, which is increasing in muscle mass, increasing in muscle size. And the third one is someone who's looking more for athletic performance. So let's look at the chart. Alright, here we have the beginner section. I have 3 different tempos here. The first one is the one that I recommend the most, which is the 2-0-2-0, which means you lower the weight in 2 seconds, 1/1000, 2/1000. Do not pause and immediately lift for 1/1000, 2/1000. And then at the top, don't pause again. This one I recommend, well, let me go through the other 2 and then tell you why I recommend this one. So the second one is the same, 2 seconds lifting, or 2 seconds lowering, 2 seconds lifting, but there's 1 second pause in the middle, and then 0 second pause, so no pause at the end. And then the third one is 2 seconds lowering again, 1 second pause, 2 seconds lifting, and another 1 second pause. Now, the reason that I recommend the one with 0 pauses is because it is much easier to learn the breathing pattern of lifting without worrying about multiple pauses. Now, if you want to go ahead and learn the pauses and the breathing with it, you can do that, but some people, or at least I, find it easier to learn the breathing without doing the extra pauses. So you lower it, 2 seconds controlled motion, lift it, 2 seconds controlled motion. Once you've done that for 1 to 3 months, depending on the individual, then you can focus on either hypertrophy or athletic performance. So first, we're going to do hypertrophy. Hypertrophy, I have a ton of different recommended tempos, and again, all of these tempos are subject to change. You know, people can start out with, some people can get away with starting out with more difficult tempos. It all depends, but these are recommended for each of these types of goals. What we have first, the one that I recommend, is lowering in 3 seconds, pausing 0, lifting 1, pausing 0. That one will give you plenty of time as you lower it to focus on the muscle and still build some explosive muscle with that 1 second. And then we have these other options as well that you can look at, and if one of these feels more comfortable for you to try, then go ahead and try it. Or if you have been trying this one and you're not building as much muscle as you want to, go ahead and try one of these other ones, such as 3030. That's, 6 seconds per rep that the muscle is under tension. They say that muscle builds in size because of the tension that it's put under. The longer it's put under that tension. So the longest one here is the 3-1-3-1, which is 8 seconds per rep. So obviously you're going to have to start with a little bit lighter weight, but the muscle size gains will be worth it if that's your goal. And the last one is athletic performance, which is my personal favorite. This is what I focus on because I want to be fast, and it's still, working out this way still allows me to build some muscle, but ultimate muscle size isn't my main goal. I'd rather have strength before I have extra muscle size. So we have 3 different tempos here. This first one is lowering in 2 seconds, pausing 0, and then this E means to lift it explosively. So you're lifting it as fast as possible and then not pausing at the top. Repeat the process. This is best done with low reps. My personal favorite is to lower the weight in 1 second, do not pause, and then lift as fast as you can explosively, and then do not pause at the top and repeat that. Now this bottom one is from what my understanding of powerlifting is. And now I've never competed in powerlifting, so I may be wrong about this, but from what I've read, what I understand, is this is similar to what would happen in a powerlifting meet, where you're competing in the bench press, the deadlift, or the squat. You lower the weight in 1 second, maybe 2 seconds, depending on the individual. And then you would pause. Say you're doing bench press, you pause with the bar on your chest for 1 second, and then you explode up as fast as you can. And obviously, if you're competing, you're going to rack the weight at that point. Alright, now that you've seen the tempos, I want you to try something for me. I want you to do 2 sets of push-ups, and I'm going to do this too. The first set, lower in 5 seconds and lift in 5 seconds, 0 pauses. And then the second set is going to be lowering in 2 seconds and lifting in 2 seconds, 0 pauses. I want you to do this and notice the difference between the two. Now, if you tried that, you probably noticed a big difference between the 2 sets. The second set has an extra 6 seconds per rep. So 6 times 5, that's 30 seconds. That's an extra 30 seconds on each set of push-ups that you're doing. That's a lot of time under tension, which is really good for building muscle size and building endurance. So if that's your goal, if that's what you want to do, then you can go ahead and try that. So that's all for the workout tempo video today. If you have any questions about workout tempo, please leave a comment below. Let me know what I can do to help you with your home workouts. This is Jake's Home Workouts. Thank you for watching.